Hey everybody, got our bird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube.
Are you fishing?
I don't fucking know,
like
dude.
Casting
I just fucking, my mouth just starts going and whatever happens, happens.
Most of the time you just get smacked or punched in the lips.
Well, my mouth gets going?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably deserve it.
Well, I don't know.
But anyway, what we're here to do today...
What if you were like, there's not enough icing on those donuts?
It's
So
not...
they said, damn you!
Is not Rhino, bitch.
No.
We tried. We seriously tried. Made it like fucking 5 minutes in. It was like, the fuck that.
Well, there's some music in there that was really starting to, you know, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, what we're here to do today is not Rhino, bitch. It is...
For like how fucking long?
But it is Black.
Terry.
Black River Monster.
Yep.
Yay. Woo.
Woo.
Happy.
It
Not fucking really.
It should have been called Cat Squinch.
Damn it, that's one thing I fucking told you. He's not to bring up fucking Cat Squinch until it's Cat Squinch.
It looked like what was that one lady from that's like a designer who kept fucking with her face. Now it just looks like a mask.
But anyway.
With teethers.
All of this movie was filmed at Blah Blah Ranch.
Yeah.
This is like a big fucking ad for Blah
Ranch.
Blah Ranch.
Basically, it's Hank Hill's farm, basically.
Well, it's a ranch.
Ranch!
And then we cut to girls riding horses.
These horses seem to be acting weird.
Oh, don't pay any attention to that old monster sign. They'll be okay.
If you say so.
And then we get the Sam Squamch's POV.
Right, which seems to be Cyclops vision, I guess. But anyway, you see that in Sam and Cat's. Damn it!
It doesn't matter.
I guess it don't, because that's all I did is call it that the whole way through the film. But Cat Scratch was like, boobly fingers are coming out, like parting the leaves.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there watching all these fucking girls on horses.
I know, but if at some point I'm like, you're either gonna attack the horse or the girl or what you do.
No, what we get is more fucking horse riding.
Right.
And then we see Sam Squamch turn around with his wicked underbite.
Seriously, looks like a fucking Matilda bulldog. They're like up like that don't look good, does it? But no, they, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to these two girls talking about horse grooming. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, you're Jenny, aren't you?
Yeah, I met you here last year.
Bet you feel right at home this year, huh?
Sure do. Well, he sure is a cute little fella.
He sure is. Still got some of his winter hair, though. Why don't we clean him up a little bit?
So one girl wants the other girl to go to the barn for something, so she just skips the fuck off.
You can run down to the barn and get a curry comb and a brush, and we'll make him look better, okay?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Who fucking skips the fuck off? You have a 7-year-old. Does your 7-year-old ever just skip the fuck off?
She skips and does weird things.
Well, she's just weird in general.
She's silly. But no, have you ever seen like the tools they use to like brush horses and shit? Some of these things look fucking harsh, you know? There's a comb, but it's just like metal fucking, you know. That shit would hurt. Like, a horse seems fine with it, but I always felt like I was being an asshole. Like, they're like, brush the horse. I'm like, oh no, it feels like that shit would hurt. You know, it's got fucking metal bristles on it, you know? And I'm just like, well, don't kick me, please.
Blah, 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 monster feet.
Monster feet.
Oh, yeah. Monster feet in the barn. Monster feet in the barn, and the girl runs off to get others.
I heard something in there.
Did you see anything, honey?
No.
Oh, come on, don't worry. Don't try to be upset. We'll go out and check it out. Probably just a raccoon or something, honey. Try not to cry.
Right. And by others, I mean fucking Hank Hill here, and like this other fucking goddamn campers.
Look at the mess. Whatever it was, it's gone now. There's blocks and buckets and everything here.
Maybe it was hungry or something. Mr. D, look, there's a big footprint in the mud. Wow, it's large.
We'll figure out what this is. We've never had anything like this here before.
Sure is scary, huh? Sure have something to tell my parents about this year, if it doesn't get us first.
I'm going to call the sheriff, girls, and maybe he'll be able to figure out what it is. But I'm afraid it must be some wild animal or something.
God damn it, 600-pound Bobby.
Oh, speaking of 600-pound Bobby, blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to Leroy here, sleeping in a child's room with that goddamn fucking Winnie the Pooh fucking balloon lamp.
The Pooh lamp. I think my brother had that shit. But, and then he had, like, you know, a turd mold of a monkey or something.
Yeah. Well, dude, it actually looks like the fucking pickle the Thurman Merman fucking cut for Billy Bob Thornton and Bad Santa, all covered in blood.
It did.
But anyway, Leroy's mom is yelling at him to get up.
Leroy, honey, get up! It's time to go to work. You don't want to make up your day now, do you, young man? Come on, Leroy, get up!
Oh, first, let's not gloss over the fact that you had to watch him sleep for a hot,
In his
sloppy
wife
minute.
beater, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I'm talking with, like, no music or anything, just that for, like, a hot minute.
When his mom comes in, and he is his own mom.
You, Leroy, honey, get up! It's time to go to work. You start your new job today. You don't want to be late.
This movie
This isn't no Norman Bates type thing.
No,
he just plays his own mother.
This movie challenges you to watch it.
Yeah, dude. But anyway, she's sitting there fucking talking to him and bitching at him for goddamn how goddamn fucking goddamn long motherfucking goddamn long fucking goddamn long.
Would you calm
Sorry,
down?
Matt Haas.
Jesus.
Forever. 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 Forever.
Dude, and somebody should remind him that he's not John Candy. You know? He ate a lot of candy. That's about it. That's the only association he had.
So we finally get the whole point of this conversation, which is he needs to get up, he needs to go to his first day at fucking blah blah ranch.
You should be early your first day. It's a good impression. Your father, Leroy, God rest his soul, was never late a day in his life when he worked at the BR Ranch. You ought to count your blessings, young man, and be thankful Mr. D gave you a job, even if it is only for the summer. Now, Leroy, get up!
Just wish I could have found something more in my line of work.
Since when is sleeping a line of work?
Well, he's going to work for Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Barbara.
blah blah fucking blah.
Barbara.
Goddamn fucking Leroy walks to his job in the tightest fucking, what are those things called? Overalls ever.
Forever.
Forever. We did our own forever there.
Seriously, dude. Like his
these fucking
shits
goddamn
had to be chafing. Like the fucking
His
center,
thighs,
his
yeah.
thighs should have been creating smokes. You know. Yeah.
Whatever. He's being followed by these two fucking hicks in a truck.
A lot of baby powder.
And then he's walking some more.
Hey, walking.
And then the
Yes,
hicks, which are
indeed.
creeping, we're like, wow, is it going to be like, you know, a drive-by shooting? No, it's just a drive-by fat shaming.
Look at him walk there. Gee, I wish I could do that.
Reminds me of a girl I used to go with until she fell on me.
Seriously, they're going by all slow, going, look at his buns. Look at his fucking fat wings in the back. He got a titty in the front, titty in the back,
So-
titty on the side.
Leroy goes into Foodland to get himself some food.
But when you look, I don't fat shame people, but when you look like a fountain pouring, I do kind of. But when you, but I do it fun. But when you look like a fountain of fat pouring out from all sides, like blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's time.
So,
Choose a salad.
guess what Leroy does?
Salads
He
aren't
walks
bad. You can make
some
'em good.
goddamn more.
Jesus.
And then he thinks about hitchhiking.
I know Ma wouldn't like it, but I think I'll hitch a ride to the ranch. Save my strength for work. Who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky and catch a ride right away.
Leroy was cursed, and a lot of dudes in this were cursed, you know, with frog butt. You know?
Oh, yeah. Which is basically saying they have no butt, like Hank Hill.
Yeah, well,
like the real Hank,
the
well,
legs go up,
the
and
cartoon
there's this little
Hank Hill.
tiny, like, this little,
Yeah.
you know, pick a frog up. Look at his butt. There you go.
So the Hicks end up
His
stopping
legs
for
dangle
him to
down.
give him a ride.
How far you going?
Not too far. Just down the road a couple miles or so, down to the BR Ranch.
We'll hop in. The back of the truck. Say, why don't we give this clown a ride like he'll never forget?
You bet he won't.
So Leroy struggles to get in the bed.
Hang on tight.
Somebody somewhere lifting up a frog, like looking at it, like, what are you doing? Like, Bird told me to look for a frog butt. I'm looking for it.
So blah blah fucking blah. They give Leroy a hell ride. He's just in the back all rolling around while they're talking smack.
Holy cow, look at this guy bounce around in his truck.
I hope the truck can take it.
He's gonna bounce out of this truck, man.
Yeah, this'll teach a whip not to hitch rides.
Especially with strangers.
That ain't none stranger to us.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Yahoo! Guys, come on, stop, please. Please, you guys. I'm gonna get sick. Come on, stop, will you, please? That's all right. I can walk the rest of the way. It's not that far.
Frogs don't have butts, their legs and back.
Well, that's the same as these motherfuckers.
They're
They ain't
built
got
like
no
my
butts, they got
mother-in-law,
legs and back.
basically, you know, they're all fucking legs and back.
So they stop and they want money for the ride.
Nice ride, huh?
Yeah.
I think it ought to be worth a couple of bucks. Don't you, Louis?
Yeah, nothing's free these days.
Right.
Yeah, it was a nice ride, but I ain't got any money.
No money? Well, you owe us, man. And next time you're going to pay us the money, ain't you?
Yeah, we'll see you around.
You can count on that.
What, you mean, you talking about Bitter Beer Face?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Kmart Vernon, Koontz.
Yeah, right. So they told Pork Chop to get in the truck, wasn't it?
Well, we're already out of the truck.
We're already out of the truck?
Already
oh, that's
out of
right,
the
because
truck.
they kept saying, like, we'll give him a ride. He ain't never going burr. I'm like, oh, so he went 65 in a straight fucking
We've
ride.
got all of that.
I don't care.
So blah, blah, fucking blah.
I was too busy talking about other shit.
Leroy talks to Hank Hill here about blah.
Oh, damn it, rubber.
Last time I saw you were just a little guy about like that when your father used to work here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ma said you could use some help out at the ranch this summer.
yes, we sure can. She called me a little while ago and said you like to work outdoors and everything like your daddy did. I'm sorry about your daddy's passing.
Oh, that's all right. It's been a couple years and we still miss him, but, well, you know what I mean.
Well, I sure do. Ready to go to work this morning?
You bet.
Well, wonderful. We'll start by going out to the barn where the horses made a big mess, and you can clean that up. In the meantime, I'll show you around a little bit, okay?
Okay.
He's not Bobby. He's Blubber. Damn it, Blubber.
So blah, blah, fucking blah.
Blubber.
Hank Hill shows off the peacocks.
Cox.
This is our aviary. Your father probably helped build this maybe 10 years ago. Whoa, look at the birds flying. We must have scared them. They're our peafowl. We have other things in here, too, besides the beautiful peacocks, aren't they? There's too many peacocks, not enough peahens at the moment.
And then the petting zoo.
We have the small animal area, Leroy. Have some goats and some sheep. Little kids come in here and play with the small animals. Anytime they like, they come in, they take a goat for a walk if they like. And we have some calves that they bottle feed with. They do the bottle three times a day, I think, as they get warm water and milk mixture, and they feed the calves from a baby bottle. Think you're gonna like working here, Leroy?
I'm gonna love it, Mr. D.
Then I think it's about time you got to work. Okay?
All right.
Let's go.
So childish. Like, if you worked at a fucking petting zoo, they'd be like, these are peacocks. And you'd be like, cocks. You have no choice. You have to. It's just the fucking...
you have to.
The caveman brain. The caveman...
Did you notice one time whenever they were talking about peacocks and I was like, cocks, So, whatever. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Leroy goes to clean the barn, but does not clean the fucking barn. He's just kind of moving stuff around.
I don't ever
While
see
the
Leroy do
monster
anything.
shoos away a sheep and then pets some goats.
That's, yeah, pretty much. And you're like, oh my god, it's going to twist off the goat's head and eat it or something.
No, nothing at all. Because blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to the boss talking to goddamn, the boss Hank Hill, that is, talking to Leroy about going to go guard the barn.
Look a little tired there, Leroy.
Yeah, all that hard work, Mr. D. Yep.
Say, Leroy, the sheriff's department was supposed to come out and stay at the barn, but they can't get out here.
Some kind of animal, is it?
It must be. I think it is. Maybe I'd like to get you to stay in the barn, ask you to stay out there tonight. And if you have to do anything, just stay there and watch and stay awake. See if you can find out what's causing those disturbances.
Me? In the barn?
Yes, tonight.
Well, I had plans, but I can rearrange them.
I knew I could count on you, Leroy. I knew it.
Thanks, Mr. D.
You think we're honestly going to get to the scene where he goes to the barn right now? No. Because we get to watch Leroy sit there and goddamn water things. For how goddamn long? Russell! Forever! 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 Forever!
For a hot, straight sugarcane.
Well, goddamn Sam Squam is sitting there fucking just stomping around.
Pretty much.
Bleh.
Looking like fucking
Bleh.
King Kong 1930s feet. But, like, dudes, here's what's great. Is, you know, you're like, what's the point of him? I don't know. He's a choker. He's a smoker. He's a midnight goat stroker. But, like, he fucking likes to play practical goat jokes. He goes over and he starts tramping on the fucking hose that Pork Chops uses.
Which makes Leroy fucking water himself.
Hey, mama, and then he pulls his fucking, like, the Kong foot off, and also he sprays himself, and, like, you're like, okay, is this supposed to be the levity part? Like, the...
This whole movie's supposed to be that, I'm pretty sure.
You know, I'm just curious.
So, we cut to the construction paper
There really
night
wasn't
sky.
a point to any of this, really.
No, not really. But I do love the construction paper night sky.
Yes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
So we cut to Leroy in the barn climbing on some hay to, like, you know, he's not supposed to sleep, but of course...
I thought it was nighttime.
He starts to fall asleep.
Jeez. This barn's kind of spooky at night. Who knows? Maybe this is my line of work.
When somebody throws a cat at his dick.
You know, and I really hate when you're trying to catch a nap and somebody throws a cat at your dick. You know, it's just inconvenient. It's not fun for the cat. It's not fun for you.
No.
you know.
So Leroy does fall asleep when he has a Kmart Indiana Jones dream. Because I'm guessing he's supposed to be Indy. Because, you know, he has a whip and a gun. But he doesn't have a fedora because I don't think they can find a fedora to fit his fat fucking head. So one of those pith helmets.
Oh, that's not right. He had a small, tiny head.
When he notices
Slender.
this girl, like, you know, held captive.
Right.
So he goes over and whips the fucking beast.
That's supposed to...
Yeah. When the girl turns into bitter face Hick.
It looks like she's doing two dicks at the
And then Hank Hill comes in and yells at Bobby.
You should be used to that.
For sleeping.
Leroy! What? Wake up! What? You fell asleep.
No,
Yeah, he was here again. He made a big mess and you didn't catch him.
Well, he knocked me out. I couldn't get him.
Did he put you back in your sleeping bag? No way. You fell asleep and you missed him off to come out here and stay out there myself if I wanted to catch him. Come on now, get down and clean up that mess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, did Hank climb up the 6 layers of fucking... Because he went all the way up there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he should have done? His fucking body slammed him like Undertaker did. Fucking, what's his name?
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley through the fucking thing. Blah, blah, blah.
So blah, Sam Squam creeps on some horses.
Cat
like,
scratch.
really fucking goddamn creeps on some horses. I'm like, does he want to fuck these horses? Why is he like, he's just all creepy just looking at horses?
Have you ever been around a horse before?
Yeah, and I've not wanted to fuck it.
They're very seductive creatures.
So, on that note, blah.
They're always winking at you and stuff and looking all pretty.
Leroy and Hank Hill load a gate into a truck. Blah. Leroy delivers
He's like,
said
let's
gate,
waste, basically was like,
all the gas and
let's
everything.
waste some more film. Let's put this stupid gate of no consequence in the back of this stupid truck.
So Leroy can deliver it to Wolverine Acres.
Wolverine Acres.
Where the owner of Wolverine Acres and Leroy walk around and talk about messes.
Well, we had something get in the barn last night. It was awful big.
You too, huh?
Well, it's been over there at BR Ranch, too?
Yeah, a couple nights ago, broke in and just trashed the barn and threw bales of hay around, tipped over feed.
Must be really big. It really made a mess here, too.
Must be some critter.
Yes, Logan was like, this is where I'm going to put Professor X someday. And then, you know, because he'll be all old and shit, he'll basically, you know, he'll be trying to, like, you know, micro melt everybody's fucking brain.
Yeah. So blah. Leroy goes to the stockyard / flea market.
Yeah.
And we get to see, my favorite part of the movie is just some
walking.
Some random just shots of 80s fucking flea market.
Yeah, that's what got you rock.
While the Hicks sit there and play music that's not too bad.
Ooh, ain't we cool?
It's better than all the rest of the music in this fucking movie.
I'll give it that. But then it got broken up by fucking Frog Butt Sheriff.
Yeah.
You know, Teeth Talker. He would constantly had the cigar and smash.
Well, he has an internal monologue.
Well, if it isn't Louie and Sleaze, up to one of their tricks again. One pretending to be blind and the other crippled. Can you believe it? Anything to make a dishonest buck. Well, I'll fix their little game.
And then the cop kicks them out.
Here goes the money.
No, it's that big whip.
Oh!
There's something, boys?
Sheriff, Biggs.
Up to your old tricks again, huh, boys?
No, get off my hand, will you? We would know, Sheriff. It was just a nice day out today, and we thought we'd come out and entertain all
We're
these
just
nice
entertaining
people.
the folks.
Well, I'd be packing up this sideshow, and I'd be hitting the road.
Okay,
Understand? Because the next song you might be playing may be in the jailhouse now. Let's go. Hear me?
Yeah, I hear you,
Hear me? Get moving.
You stupid, I told you this was
Take it now.
hustlers. Can't stand them hustlers. Could have arrested them the last time for crying out loud.
Leroy carries 2 goats, puts them in the truck.
We were like, wait, is he taking them for pleasure or business?
Business?
You know, 'cause down there, you
never fucking know.
You can,
so he delivers them to Blah Blah Ranch.
I mean, people in local diners probably used to it. They look out the window and go, oh, that's just Leroy's girlfriends.
So Leroy sets them down and chases them to crap music.
Come on, fellas, in the pit. Come on. This way.
For how goddamn long, goddamn street?
Forever. 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 Forever.
That's how Leroy gets off,
Blah blah fucking blah. The Hicks plan on stealing some of the horses that Sam Squam wants to fuck.
Hey, those horses grazing over there, they're sure worth some money.
Yeah, they sure are. They belong to the BR Ranch over there. You know, that's where that big blimp works that we picked up on the highway the other day.
Oh, yeah. We ought to come back tonight, slip in the barn, get some saddles and grab those horses.
You know, if we got enough of them, I know an old shack out in the woods where we could hide them out, and at least till we could find a buyer anyway.
Sounds good to me. We could make a few $100 each on a deal like that.
A few $100? I could use some money like that, then let's do it.
Let's do it.
You don't know that.
Why else would Sam Squam be
making assumptions of fucking Cat Squinch's sexuality?
Dude, why else would he be creeping that much on some fucking horses? I'm just fucking saying.
Yeah, I've stared at some horses. That don't mean I want to pork them.
Blah blah fucking blah. Hank Hill talks to Peggy Hill here now about how he's going to go stay in the barn and guard it.
Also, I'm going to go out the barn and sleep there tonight.
What's the gun for?
Don't worry, nobody's going to get hurt. Just Leroy and I are going to sleep out there and take turns staying awake so we can catch whatever is making that mess out there.
Please be careful. We don't want anyone hurt.
I will, dear. Nobody will get hurt. I promise. Okay? Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night. And please be careful.
I will, dear. I will.
There goes Daniel Boone.
Yeah, right. And she says some shit like, there goes the baby, because I missed it.
So blah blah fucking blah. The Hicks are just walking through the woods on their way to steal said horses and talking some bullshit.
Like they had nothing prepared. They were just walking there.
Yeah.
Quiet, I want you to wake them horses.
Don't worry about me. You just be quiet. Oh, gee.
Quiet! Quiet!
Oh,
Are you,
oh,
Goofy?
oh, man. Hey, look what you did. Oh, look at my hat. Look at that. That cost me a lot of money for that hat. Look at you ruin it. Fool.
So the Hicks are walking through the woods when they almost get fucking grabbed by Sam Squam.
Hey, did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear nothing. You're always hearing stuff anyway.
Something gives me creep.
Well, let's check this situation now. Let's see. Let me look. Let's see. You see out here, why don't we slip across the valley here, and we can hide in those bushes until it gets dark, you see?
Yeah. Yeah, those horses should be easy to handle from all the riding the kids do.
Oh, please. Almost grabbed.
While fucking Bitter Beer Face falls down a fucking hill.
2 of them, and oh, dear. Oh, no.
Oh, God, you're close. Jeez. You all right, Sleaze?
Oh, I think I broke every bone in my body.
Hey,
Oh,
come on, let's go.
just a minute. I lost my head.
Oh, forget that stupid.
No, I told you it
That
cost
hat
me a
gets
lot.
you in more trouble.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, come on, hurry up. Let's
I am.
go.
I'm coming.
That's not almost grab. That fucking thing had long ass daddy long leg fucking arms. That thing looked like it could have reached him at any point. And it did that thing like, so what you're seeing in daylight? You're fucking out and about now. You know? You're not a vampire, you're Cat Scratch. Get out there and pick him up and do that thing.
So blah blah fucking blah. Goddamn Hicks go into the barn and try to steal some saddles when they get caught by Hank Hill.
Hey, hold it right there. Don't move. You do, you'll be full of buckshot and some of those saddles. Now drop the saddles.
Don't shoot.
Get your hands high.
Don't shoot.
You're the guys that've been breaking here, stealing things and messing things up so it looks like an animal did it.
What do you mean?
We were lost, mister. We just come in here by mistake, honest.
Tell it to the sheriff. Get going.
And they were like, oh no, damn cheese.
When Leroy bumbles in and the Hicks end up with the gun.
All right, I got the gun now. Up with your hands.
Way to go, Louie. Yeah. Looks like the shoe's on the other foot now, doesn't it, mister? What are we going to do with him?
Just put him in a granary and get out of here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Now it's your turn to move. Come on.
Leroy, you messed up. I had to drop on him.
Sorry, Mr. D.
Leroy is a fucking waste of fucking shit nuts, you know?
Yeah.
That bowl of pudding shows up every time some shit's wrong.
Well,
He never
dude,
cleans
he
up
could have
anything.
just fucking goddamn Abdullah the Butchered his ass towards them, and they would have fucking goddamn like no. But no, what do they do? He just puts it
Kamala.
out and gets goddamn locked out.
I would have more liked the Kamala because then the moon and the shits like painted on the titties. That would have been awesome.
So whatever, blah blah fucking blah. The goddamn Hicks go and grab the saddles again when they run right into now Cat Squatch. Look at that fucking face. It's a goddamn Cat Squatch. Whenever he picks them up and fucking. That's basically what it is.
He's some shaker them, basically. I mean, it was like, he's
and then he throws them.
right, and then they just throws them.
And all this going on, fucking Hank and Blubby Hill are all sitting there in this cage
He's
listening.
looking through this fucking chicken wire, you know, like.
And then for whatever reason, Cat
The hell's
Swamp
wrong with you, Barber?
lets them out.
God damn it, Barber.
Whenever Hank and Blubby go over and they find
God damn it, Blubber.
they find goddamn the Hicks, and even knocked out fucking dude's still doing bitter beer face.
Leroy!
Yeah, right. You know, like, somebody get this man some teepers.
So Leroy, he runs off to call the cops, which leads to them,
Runs off?
you know, leading them out at gunpoint.
These are the fellas, Sheriff. They're the ones that stole our saddles and bridles and probably going to plan to steal our horses, too.
Is that right? Well, thank you, Mr. D. I've had trouble with these guys before. Just ran them off just a little while ago. Didn't I? Didn't I warn you? But maybe the judge will put you away now for a long time.
The cops take them away. Hank tells Leroy he has the rest of the day off.
Look a little tired. I think you better take the day off. Go home and rest a little bit.
Well, thanks a lot. I am a little tired after all that excitement last night.
Right, he was like, good job. You look like you're tired. I'm like,
Well-
dude, fucking breathing knocks the wind out of Blubber.
Well, dude, everyone's loving on Leroy, man. All the little kids and everything are all like, "Oh,
Which
Leroy's
was weird
a
and
hero."
creepy. There was no music or anything. It wasn't like bang, 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 bada boom, bada bing, bada bing, boom, boom. He just, all the kids just gathered around his front butt and he just was like,
So, Hank asks one final thing of
I feel
Leroy.
bad for all the kids in the very front of the front butt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're like in the mosh pit of the front butt. So they're basically getting mooshed into his
So anyway, fucking Hank asks one more thing of Blubby, is to go close the door.
Before you go, there's a door open down there. Somebody must have left it open. Wonder if you'd close it before you leave.
Oh, sure thing.
I'm going to head for the house. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Mr. D.
So long.
God damn it, blubber.
So, but I mean, it's like, but that's nothing. You know, that was like, oh, okay. But no, Leroy got to get all pissy about it as he's blubbering his way over there.
Oh.
So it's one last thing. Close the door. Fine.
So he goes over to the door, which is a horse stall door.
Right.
And Sam Squam grabs his fucking hat. So, dude, I'm telling you, Sam Squam was in that horse stall. Bow. Bow. Yeah.
And he what? He wanted a hat afterwards and a smoke maybe.
And Leroy rums the fuck out.
Well, runs is a little far-fetched, but...
And then the end. And we get credits over a Ron Koontz River shot.
I mean, it should have been a Ron Koontz movie for all intents and purposes. And then, like, with a little bit of cat scratch put in there.
And then we get more credits over top of the video, you know, whenever they were like, oh, Leroy, and his real name.
Yeah.
Hicks, their real name. Right. Hank Hill, their real name. And all that fucking bullshit.
God damn it, Blubber. It's a nice pen.
Yeah. It's a cheap ass fucking like $8 fucking zebra pen, but I like them.
Still nice.
Yeah. So, on that note, that was Black River Monster.
Berber. That was Black Berber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
That's gonna hurt me for the rest of the day. On that note, for Gutter Bird, this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube.
You know, it could be worse. You could get finger banged by Cat Squatch's big boogly fingers. Like when he came in, like, burr, 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 and like,
I kind of might have wanted that a little bit more than to watch this whole entire fucking movie for 30 seconds of Sam Squams at the end. I mean, Cat Squatch.
Wait, so you would take 30 seconds of finger banging by Cat Squatch if you didn't have to watch this movie?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
That's a long time when you're being fucking
All
finger
his
blasted.
fingers.
We'll see you later. What do you mean all of his fingers? You mean like fucking... Or would all of his fingers be like fisting? Or are you going in like...
Holy shit.
Or like all fingers just like, you know, like bang, 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 bang. We doing it this way, like one at a time? Like,
I guess
bloop,
like, is it technically finger banging? If you...
Well, if you're fisting, I mean, I guess no, because I mean, you're fisting. You're using your fist. Yeah, that's
like oh,
that's
karate chop.
I mean, I'm sure there's a term for this. You know,
swooping,
shoveling. No. There's gotta be some kind of name to that. There's a name to this, 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 there's a name to this.
Wait,
so
did you just do a fucking... Is there a Ric Flair to the chest? Yeah. Are you smacking the pussy?
That's the Ric Flair.
No woman wants the Ric Flair.
Nowadays, no woman wants Ric Flair.
No, yeah.
Ric Flair be a rough looking motherfucker, man.
He's still going.
Yeah.
Kicking, I like liver. Cat Squatch, please deliver. If you just would have gotten a little bit more than just Cat Squatch's boogly fingers and the one long dangly arm.
Toes, you got a lot of Sam Squam's toes.
A lot of toes. It looked like, you know, King Kong, the old school King Kong suit with the floppy fingers and shit. The one that was just like, that just had a permanent, looking at a permanent smile. Or dentures, you know. It was like, like, really? That thing was gonna do damage? They should fuck with people and be like, the new Godzilla movie's coming out. It's gonna be Godzilla Kong Part 2 and just have the floppy fucking suits. And everybody like, God damn it. Some people probably into it. Like, yeah.
I'd be into that.
I would. I'd go see it. You know? Shit. A little bit of CGI with like the flame, but man, everything else has floppy suits and the fucking, the buildings that just break away like paper. Jesus Christ! So that's what Cat Scratch does to you. Excuse me, Black River Monster. Monsters that do some damage besides knocking down a barrel or two. You know what I mean? Or
I still don't even understand what he was trying with his point of doing.
Of anything. There was none. There was no point.
No, but I mean,
this.
like, what was he trying to do? Like, really, was he just trying to fuck the horses? What,
I don't know. He just was there observing most of the time, and then he petted a goat here and there with his big giant boogly fingers.
Yeah, well, let's just get into it.
Well, I thought we were.
No.
We gotta
start.
Go ahead.